Welcome back everyone. Today we will solve a compare array problem. So basically we have two arrays. We would compare index by index of both the arrays, and if a value is present matched in both the arrays in the same index, we would collect in a new array and return it. And if there is no value is matched in any indexes, then we would simply say no matching values found. So let's get started. First I would create two arrays. First array new class. I would simply take the help of random class to generate some random values, and then two array. So I have to pass how many digits I need. 5 digits within the range of 1 to 100. I would just copy this line and I would say second array, and the similar way I am just passing the value within the range of 1 to 100, or I can decrease the range so it's easier for us to find the similar values. Now I'd just print the arrays. So I'd take the help of arrays class dot to string, and then I'd pass the first array, and I'd copy this line and pass the second array SECOND. Okay, now I've got printed. So see, both the arrays are printed. Now every time I run, these are generated some different result. So see, there are we already have some matching values in the index 5. So we just collect the in another array and print the similar values, the matching values. So now let's start. First I would create a function. I would say it return a int array and get matching values. So to take two arrays, int array, the first array and the second array, then first I have to take the length. This is the edge case we have to handle. Still both the arrays are same length, but have to make sure everything is fine. Second array dot length, if it is not equal, then go and print that arrays eyes don't match, and then I would return a empty array. Okay, let's save it. If the array sizes match, I'll first create a list of integer. I'll call it array list, new array list. So now I'll go for loop, take the index, and just to iterate over the array. So first array dot length dot I plus plus. Now if the first array of I is equals the second array of I, then that value is matched. I would just simply go and add the value inside the list. So I would say first array dot I. Next I would create a int array because we have to return the int array. So I have to say matched elements and new int array. I have to mention the range, so I call arrays.size, arraylist.size. So it will create a list of, let's say, 5 elements, 3 elements, whatever the size of the array list is, it will create the same size of the array. Now I have to assign the values inside the array from the array list. So I will go for instream dot range from 0 to array list dot size. Take each of the elements one by one. So I would call the for each and pass the consumer saying that matching elements uh, equals to matching elements. So I equals the array list dot get I. That's it. Next, I just simply return the matched elements and I have to call this function. So inside the main, I would create a array of matching values. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'd call the function and pass the first and second array, and I have to check the size. So if the matching values dot length is equals to 0, that means no values are found in match indexes. So I would simply say just print that no matching values found, else simply print the value matching values are arrays dot string and then okay matching values. That's it. Now let me run it. You would see no matching values found. Again, see, there are 3 matching values, index 1, 2 and 4. So it's collected those values and printed here 9, 9 and 6. So that's all for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.